Hey, what's going on, guys? Bridge, Sleepy, how you doing? Let's see. Lots to talk about today. Let me turn this on here. A little bit of music in the background, maybe. Hang on a second. Prepared as always. Let me log into RuneScape real quick. Wow. This is very trying to be atmospheric, huh? All right. How am I feeling? I'm tired. Long weekend. A lot of driving, a lot of doing. On Friday night after my stream at late at night, I drove back towards my parents. Saturday, I saw an air show and then drove back here. And then today, I went to go see some trains, and now I'm here streaming. So I did bring my camera. What's going on? Where? How you doing? I did bring my camera, so I do have some pictures. As always, I'm not a professional photographer, and to be honest, I like shooting in like almost full manual, which means a lot of pictures are bad. So some of them we'll skip past, some of them we'll stop and talk about. But yeah. Let me turn this music down a little bit more. All right. So first off, the air show. It was at a place called Greenwood Lake Airport, which is here. We sat right about here, I want to say. False. We sat right about here. Looking at the runway here, facing basically this way, which was like almost right into the sunset. You'll see. But there's still a lot of cool shots. So we parked all the way over here, and it sucked getting out of here. It was terrible. But let me pull up some photos. Like I said, there's a lot that are just We'll pass through them all. So to start, like I said, we were sitting there. This was our view, like kind of straight ahead. Behind this barrier is the runway. You can see right in there the road. So we were kind of back. So a lot of the stuff that happened on the runway, we didn't get a good view of. But the nice thing is, it's an air show, so everything's up except for when they land. Consequently, there's a lot of shots like this where I have like part of a plane taking off or landing. You can see he doesn't have his canopy fully closed. There'll be some shots later of some guys just going at it. Their canopies are just open. They just flew with the canopies open. That's what they did. So also my camera settings are like all wrong. That's the wrong way. Good enough. Because I changed like everything. So yeah, between shaky hands and shooting mostly in manual and trying out a new lens, new to me anyways, an old lens. The things, some were good, some were bad. This is a 85 to 300 millimeter lens. I don't know how that changes with an adapter to micro four thirds, because this is a PK mount. So like I said, I honestly don't know how that changes. It may be twice that, maybe half that. Beats me. Is that not dangerous? So I believe a lot of the times they like, when taxiing and taking off planes like this, to have their canopies open, just because if something happens, it's easier for them to get out or for someone to help them. I believe. I'm not an air showman or air pilot or aerobatic anything, so don't quote me, but I think that is why. Also making some appearances for some photos is this Miranda mount This is the one that I took some pictures of. It was 7-Eleven and a pawn shop, and the neon, it just pops so well. I don't know why. I've not that I've had bad results with it, but since then I've not had any exceptional results with it. So this is a fixed 135 millimeter. I wanted something that could go a little deeper than that. And then I have this lens as well, which is the one that I used at the last air show, which is 40 to 150 millimeter. This does have a micro 4/3 mount to 4/3, but I don't believe that changes that all that much. So those were 3 of the lenses that made an appearance. The 4th one is the one I'm using up there, which I believe is a 16 millimeter. But a 16 millimeter lens is like, I'll take a picture of the crowd. Like you'll see later. There were some fireworks at the end that I was like, it's too dark. I don't want to take photos of them. And then I took a bunch of photos of fireworks. I used a lot of the 16 on that just because it was very wide, basically. So I'll keep going through here. Let's see. Nothing. That was the plane passing. So also, I did a lot of burst. So there's going to be a lot where there's nothing. So this was a burst 1, 2, 3, 4. And I only got 1 photo out of the 3. So again, I'm not claiming to be any expert photographer. In fact, I would say I'm pretty amateur, still learning. So grain of salt, but some of the stuff will be okay, I promise. There's that same plane taking off. You'll notice this is very hazy looking. That is that, I believe it's this 300 millimeter max lens. I don't know if it needs to be cleaned or what's up with it. I can actually kind of see it looks a little hazy, so I didn't use this a whole ton. I'll be honest, I spent the day kind of lens hopping, so I won't always know what lens things are, but you can kind of tell. All the ones taken with that lens have this haze feeling, and I was trying to work out the color balance and a whole bunch of other stuff. Like I said, everything was in manual, so it was a little tough sometimes. Nothing. People walking in your way. They did some skydiving. Let me just get the preview up on the left hand here. Jumping out of a plane. Me trying to get more in tune with the lens again. I'm going to... Sorry, the music's loud on my end. I know it's not loud on your end. I'm going to do that and then do this. There we go. So they dove out of the plane. Parachute down. Can you say that? One guy had the American flag. I was trying to get a good shot of that. I don't think I really got a spectacular one. That's okay. Not lit very well. The sun is like, well, for you that way, that way, up behind this way. Sorry, my camera lens is backwards. It's behind this guy to the left. So it's basically being backlit. A couple more. That would have been an okay shot if I was a little bit wider. Unfortunately, it's not. The sky's very bleached out. They came down. They just landed. Nothing too crazy. These guys flew in formation. You could see me having a hard time focusing while trying to get real close to them. Basically the way the focus works on this camera is it's hard. I can't like show you. It basically puts little blue dots all over everything in focus. However, it's very hard to see in the lens finder while it's moving. So you'll see a lot of this is just like out of focus, but that's okay. They were doing some formation stuff. Nothing too crazy. That's getting closer to focus. I'm figuring it out. They were doing loops. It also doesn't help that you're looking at, where's my... We're here looking this way, So all the planes are here. They're at one focal, the focus depth, and then they get more and more out of focus as they fly. And then sometimes they would fly out and make a loop and come back in. And so, yeah, following the focus was tough for me. This does have an autofocus feature on this camera. It depends on what lens I'm using. Only 2 out of the 4 lenses I had actually did autofocus. However, this camera is kind of known for having a pretty bad autofocus. So I didn't even bother for the most part. So the Jelly Belly plane, a classic. This guy is everywhere. I see him all the time. They do a comedy act where he like pretends that he broke out of jail and built the airplane in his cell and like took it out piece by piece. Certain parts of this airplane can like come apart. Like I believe this no. One of his Airyons, probably Airyons, this right here, he can just attach it. He can just attach it and it will float to the ground. And that's part of the act is like he sometimes the FAA will try and shoot him down and that'll fall off, or he'll clip another plane and that'll, stuff like that. It's a whole comedy thing. So sometimes they'll toss a tire out and it'll drop. You know what I mean? Yeah. With the corporate sponsorship. Later in the show, I have some pictures. He also, I showed this last time I took some airplane shots. He lands his airplane on the back of a truck that's moving down the runway. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't get great shots this time, but my other stream that I did last year, I have some photos of, so. Where are the air shows when you saw it? Yeah, well, a little bit more of him. This was a rocket truck. I don't believe it has an actual engine in the front. It had to be towed everywhere when it wasn't using the rockets. Cool shit. It was loud. That was the loudest thing. I had actually forgotten ear protection. It wasn't like sustained loud, but like when the jets kicked in, it went and it was loud. You know what I mean? Because the air just like pops basically. There's more of him flying around. They were flying and they were doing it at the same time. He was trying to burst some fire into the air to like knock him out of the air as part of the comedy act. Let's see. That was him zipping by. Yep, there you go. It's all out of focus, but you just got a big plume of fire coming out the back. I believe he does kerosene, but I'm not 100% sure where. It was very loud and you couldn't hear the announcer most of the time because it was loud. But yeah, there's some more of him down there and everybody's trying to take a picture of it at the same time, which is fine. That's the same thing I'm doing. I just have a bigger camera than most of them. He's flying around a little bit more. Again, the sun is like behind him, so a lot of this is not well lit. A lot of good silhouettes, but not a lot of good like views of the paint job and all that. Yeah, you can see there's the sun off to his right now. And this guy was all over the place. He did a show as well where like he just flies straight up and then he just hover. The engine and the plane are just like he can just hold it there because like he can just do it. I don't know. It's crazy. There's some more of the jet truck. Nice big plume of smoke behind him. There's a little bit better picture of the paint. Out of focus, but you can see some shit on my lens over here. Good. Always good. That's in multiple pictures too, so I know it's not. Here he is just flying by again. I think that was supposed to be the rocket truck somewhere, but not happening. Yep. Yeah, there you go. You can see he knocked off his I don't know if it's Aireon or Airleon, but whatever one it is, he knocked it off. Again, he must have a button or whatever you call it to pull it off. Sorry, my dad texted me. That's not what I want to do. Cool. To prevent stalling out. Yeah, so like, I mean, the plane, I guess, is in a stall, but he's like, I don't know how to, maybe when we're done, remind me. I'll see if I could look it up. The engine does not stall out, and like the engine continues, but the plane enters what I believe is a stall, and he holds it. And he just like, you can see he's slowly drifting in one direction, but it's not like he's flying in a direction. He's just like gliding, like while with nose up. It's crazy. He also does a whole thing where he goes up really high. I believe it's him. There was another guy who's doing acrobatics too, and he like comes down. He floats. He turns off his engine, and he just like flies around, and you know, he dives and then uses that speed to go back up in the air and stuff. Pretty crazy. The difference between an aviator and a pilot, you know what I mean? Like, I keep chugging through some. Yeah, he did a lot of barrel rolls and upside down, and a lot of these were me doing bursts, trying to track him, but when you do the burst, it only shows you the burst images, so like, it's hard to track because you're tracking at like 2 FPS, you know what I mean? Ailerons. I'm not an aviator nor a pilot, so these words are not words I say often. Aileron. Aileron? Aileron?
Aileron.
Aileron. I believe that is what that piece of the plane is called, so. A-I-O-U, yeah. More of him doing some stunts. Just the empty sky. I swapped lenses here. You can tell it's a completely different color. Some of my lenses, it was actually like bright enough out that the white balance was freaking out. It like wouldn't white balance sometimes. After all these shots, between those and maybe a little after this, I actually had to put the ISO like all the way down. What's going on, Monster? Which I should have done in the first place. I mean, we're outside on a sunny day, but so this was a refueling plane. You can see the little they had the little flap out for the refueler. There's a dude that sits, I think, in this little bump right here and like flies that. And so like, what's going on, Zach? How you doing? So like, there's a dude just flying this little thing to like get it into the planes that are trying to refuel. The announcer said that in 1 minute, they could put enough fuel through that into another plane that an average person, how did he word it? Enough fuel would pass through for an average person to use in their car for a year in 1 minute. So like, it pushes gas. What's going on, Snoodle? Yeah, it moves some velocity on that gas. I don't know if I got a good close-up. Oh, this kid had a toy machine gun. I don't know why I took some pictures. I'm not going to show many more pictures, but you'd think with like it being 2023 and all, maybe you wouldn't buy your kid a toy machine gun at a public event? I don't know. What are we watching? I went to an air show this weekend, and so I took a bunch of pictures. I'm just showing some of the pictures. No, I didn't fly it. This is a whole bunch of planes that I took pictures of, and then trains I took pictures of. And then if we have time, I think Bethesda put out a trailer I wanted to watch. I don't know if Payday did, and Yakuza did as well. So these are all just pictures. Yeah, no, it was not real. It had an orange tip. It was an appropriately distinguished toy gun. When you pulled the trigger, it lit up. But the kid was like, oh, the kid was a nightmare. He's running all over the place, like pushing people, shooting people. Like, come on. It's a public event. Like, we not? Did we not? I don't know. But anyway, here's a better picture of the refueler. Sort of better. You can see how the wings on the refueling port work a little bit better. If I can get a closer picture, I haven't even looked at these yet. This is my first time looking through them since Saturday. More blur. My cousin's head. A little bit closer. Let's see, I have one in focus. That one's a little bit more in focus. All his flaps are down, so he goes slower past everybody. It kind of does, Sleepy. Not gonna lie. Yeah, this is my manual focus is not doing me any favors here. See if I have one. That's a little better focus, a little bit closer. At least you can see the silhouette a bit better, and you can see the flaps in this guy. And like I said, I'm pretty sure there's a dude that's just laying on his belly in this little flap, looking down here, steering this. Am I not? I don't believe I am. I think he probably has enough mods. There was a one or two, like, that's a nice silhouette. Like, you can't see any details on the plane, but it's a cool silhouette. Like, more pictures of the grass. I'm a mod for Vinny, yes. Another acrobatics, this time trailing some smoke. The way they do this is they drop some oil on, is it the muffler? They drop some oil on something that's really hot, and it vaporizes. And apparently it's not supposed to be as bad for the environment as, like, burning something. No, these are real planes. These are actual real planes. So, this was another one where I'm trying to keep track of him at 2 FPS with the burst of my camera as it moves. That's not a bad one against the sun. You can't tell any details, but I don't know. Interesting enough. I'll re-give the warning I gave earlier. I'm not a professional photographer by any means, so a lot of these are going to be junk. Can you have the sun picture of a plane for your wallpaper? Yeah. This one? Just DM me somewhere. It's or clip this so I can look at it later. P10700362 is the photo name, so I can find it easier later. Let's see. Yeah, remind me. I can get it to you. Some more silhouette. I mean, this is, I believe the sun is up over here, shining this way. So again, it's between me and the sun. Yeah, I can give you the original, and I won't be in the corner. That'd be a little awkward to have me in the corner. Some more. Also, I needed to adjust the camera at this point, but I didn't. Yeah. You can see it, like, the drips. It's like making a dashed line almost. Yeah, DM me on Twitter. It's perfect. That's not too bad on focus. It's just far away. But yeah, I have a lot of pictures of planes, but I've definitely posted some of the ones that are nicer. Let's see. I was doing a climb. Coming back down. This is not the same pilot as the first guy, I believe. You can see he's doing a little bit like not the dashed line, but it's like infrequent or interrupted. There's a lot of planes doing smoke. A lot of planes out of focus too. Yeah, adjusted too much on that one. So here's another one on the ground. I believe this was the guy that was flying around with his cockpit open for a while. They made a giant sky homer. Interesting. No one was doing... Well, that's not true. There was a group of 4 planes at one point, and 2 of them broke off and did a heart out of smoke together. That was really the only sky drawing that there was there. He was getting ready to take off. He was just taxiing right here. I don't believe he was like on not approach, whatever the opposite of approach is. Yeah, more of this guy. Because yeah, he was on the ground and this guy was still in the air. He was getting ready to taxi. Some more of him. Yeah, not the greatest, but skip forward a bit. That was him after he landed, I believe. The person in front of me's head. So the EMS helicopter came past. They were at the show. They flew around and they talked about the helicopter. Pretty cool. Interestingly enough, like when you play, the way the images were taken, it looks like the rotors are going super slow. And then through my viewfinder, they look like they were going backwards. I got a couple, better ones. So these are actually the guys who go do the med runs, the medical runs, where they pick up people and transfer them between hospitals. So these are the actual, like, these 2 guys, and there's also a nurse in there, are the people who go and do the missions where they go helivac people and move people between hospitals. So they were there. In fact, midway through the show, they had to pause because they needed to take off. So they took off and they flew away. Oh yeah, no, I know where. Not nice, lots of nice math on that, but so it was just interesting to see that they were there. They were hanging out. I don't know if you can see it, way down on the right. I think I got some pictures of them landing. Well, sort of. Let's see. If that guy's head wasn't in the way, that wouldn't be a bad shot. Yeah, against the sun again. Yeah, I guess that's all I got from them now, but this was the guy I was saying that was lining up earlier. You can see his cockpit's open. This is another one's better in focus, so you can see his cockpit's open. Just all blurry there. That's just too dark. That's too light. They also were, he was flying behind a tree somewhere, doing a turnaround. There he is. Let's see, there you go. Very bleached out, but you can see his cockpit's still open. He's flying around. You can see as well, there are holes in the flaps. I believe during World War II, Germany actually made those whistle, which is where you get some of those iconic sounds from. This is not a German plane, though, as far as I'm... There you go, you can see some more of the holes. I'm guessing they're something to do with aerodynamics and weight, but I don't know. There you go, another good silhouette of him with nothing on there. I think it was more of an intimidation thing, Doc. Yeah, a lot of these were not good pictures, as you can see. Blah, blah, blah. Just deleting 90% of these pictures. Some of these he was pretty high up, some of them they weren't. Again, if that was in focus, that would not be a bad picture at all, but none of these are actually in focus. Doing a loop. That one's getting closer to focus. This might have been a Mustang. Let me see. So we went on Saturday. Can I see this bigger? Microjet, that was later. Jettrack was later. It doesn't say. I believe it was the Mustang. You can find this if you Google Greenwood Lake Airshow and look at the schedule, but yeah, this was the helicopter. The Hackensack Meridian Health medevac demo. The Microjet was later. I have some video and some pictures of that. That's this. We saw some of the Aeroshell guys earlier. This is the jet truck. They raced one of the planes. It might be this plane. I'd have to look. Yeah, not 100% sure. I was trying to take photos, not listening to the announcer, unfortunately. We might be able to see some markings that say what it is. Oh, you know what? There was one photo on the ground that we might be able to see some good markings on it. Where was that photo? Let's see. Commemorative Air Force. It doesn't say what it is on it, unfortunately. It's number 5, whatever it is. The nose is shorter. Yeah, my cousin would know. He's very into this stuff. I actually don't know all that well. Again, it's all backlit, so it's a little hard to see a lot of these. Excuse me. Let me find, excuse me, some more music here. This is actually a different plane. Starting here. Get back to where we were. Yeah. A lot of these pictures are not great, like I said, but this one's named Jacqueline, apparently. I'm gonna guess this one's the Mustang. But I don't know. If we get a good shot of it, we could probably look. Yeah, these are all backlit. There we go. That's not too bad. Focus is better, although the camera could use some zoom. There we go. This is a little bit better photo. Yep, ahead of them. That's how fast between like a camera, you know what I mean? It's like the burst between the burst. That's how far it goes. With me moving my hands left to right too. Good silhouettes against the sky here. Not too bad. This is another different plane already. This guy had, trying to remember. What was special about this one? one of them had bay doors, the bomb bay doors that they were opening and closing. I don't think it was this one, but it could have been. Again, it's hard to see when the sun's behind everything. There you go. A nice silhouette. If only it was a little bit further back so we were edge on instead of behind it, you know? A little bit more. Let's see. No, he didn't have bomb bay doors. Some more silhouettes here. Again, if the light was behind us, this probably wouldn't be a bad shot. You could probably even see the guy, but it's too dark with the sun on the other side of us. No, they weren't actively dropping any, but there was one guy who kept opening the bay for it, the big doors on the bottom of the plane, just to show it, basically. All these planes were fast, dude. Look at the 2-for-1 bonus. There's another plane in the background. Go past all these. Well, it's not terrible, but it's kind of dark overall. Let's see. All out of focus. This guy, right, Ghost Rider, he was doing a show as well. He did a day show and a night show. On the night show, he had like sparklers and stuff all over his plane and lights, and it was pretty cool. I don't remember how much photo I got of that, but I tried. Out of focus. He was doing loops. Yeah, you can see him up doing a loop. If that was a little bit better focus, that wouldn't be too bad, but the smoke looks nice. The plane is like not great. Oh, that's not too bad. You can see him pulling up on the stick. Probably yanking on that for dear life. Just pointed right at the ground. There he goes up and over. Here's some footage. This was the bomber. Which means I gotta swap to the other memory, the other folder. But that was the bomber flying past. Again, you can see the thing sticking out. That's my cousin. So you can see how fast they go past. Right? Yeah, the refueler. Sorry, not the bomber. You can see how fast they go past right when they're right in front of you. It's like it's so hard to even follow them. There's some of the helicopter flying around. A little overexposed and out of focus and not steady. Let's see what else do I have. More helicopter. That's it for this one. Let me pull up the other memory card, the other folder, excuse me. Back to this guy, some out of focus. There were some planes on the ground that you could take a look at. Apparently they used to let you like go like close to them and see them, but not this time. That's the QU-22B. I'm gonna skip over some photos of my cousin here. I found this interesting. Where was it? Operating altitude 30,000 unmanned and below 25,000 with a pilot. So I don't know if that means... I don't think this can fly unmanned. I'm guessing this means that is where the plane can operate as far as where it's airworthy and it won't fall out of the sky. However, because of human limitations, they can only get up to 25,000 is my guess. Like I said, I don't know all the specifics. Let's see, that was the jet plane. I have some video of that. He was zipping around. He was lightning fast. Holy shit, let me tell you. This guy was so fast. Like I said, I just don't want to. I don't know if my cousin wants to be on the stream, so I'm not gonna really show him. Here's another plane. Its name is Sean, apparently. Here it is in the front. That is not my cousin. That is my cousin taking a photo of it. Taking some more photos here. Another plane, a couple planes here. If there are only 2 working, how did it get there? They flew that one in. That one was flown in, or it's kept here, one of the two. Here's a plane with a little mechanic. He was not supposed to be there. Someone came over and basically told the parents to get the kid away from the plane because the plane cost a lot of money. But before they did that, the little kid was puttering around like he was a mechanic. It was kind of funny. That's the same plane. There he is. Stomping his foot because they were telling him to get out of there. Darn kids. Let me grab the video of that jet before we go on. Let's see. I don't think these are loud, but I don't know. Nope, they are loud. This is not the jet. This is one of the airplanes. You can see how good of a job I'm doing at filming it. Why? What was he taking a photo of so close? He likes the mechanics of the stuff, so he tries to take photos of like how it works. That was one of the guys doing a loop. Except I tried to get really close in on it and ended up filming nothing. This was the guy, the jet plane. Look how fast, look how close to the ground he is. Look how fast he's going. It's crazy. You may hear my cousin and me talking over these as well. Somebody posted like a video to Instagram where like they're taking a photo of something and their partner says like, my butt hurts from last night or something, like, you know, and he just wants to quote that every time I try and film, so you may hear that once or twice. But this guy was flying. It was also starting to be sunset, so you can see, like, where, like, here it's a little dark, but as we get over to the edge, it's, like, super dark. What else? I believe this is more of him. Yeah, this is me trying to track him close, and I just could not do it. He's just too fast. And trying to adjust for the lighting. I think I have one more of them flying around here. Again, shit on my lens. He's cranking though. I believe this is more of him. Yeah. And like you take a picture, you take a look at the plane, it's like this one little tiny like jet engine on the back. It's like this big. It's like not that big compared to how big it could be. And it's sending them. It's just sending them. There's a good look at the crowd. You can see a lot of people there. We were seated like way out over here somewhere. An AI lens cleaner. I mean, I guess in theory, you probably could use some sort of AI to get rid of it, but that's all right. This is really more for my own fun than for a job or for publication or anything, so. He's booking it. I have one more video. I don't know if this is Jet or not. Trying to keep things in like chronological order. Nope, that was me trying to take a picture of the plane and taking a video. All right, we'll save more videos for later. Again, more fixed wing. He had what was that? Green and blue, red and blue. I can't even tell. Smoke on either wing. We were still standing off to the sides, so this was me not seated, standing. That was one of the planes that flew earlier. I don't know if I got a good look. I think the jet plane was like right here behind this guy on the ground. It was small. The guy was like picking it up and wheeling it. Like he picked up the back wheel and would just push it to get it to move it. Like it was small. Oh, it's the Jelly Belly guy again. With the smoke on his wings. Yeah, this guy's an aviator. Excuse me. He's good. Yeah, I see him all over the place. I think he's been at every air show I've gone to so far. He's got his Aileon reattached this time. Lots of silhouettes again. The sun's, you know, off in the corner here. This is him coming in. Yeah, I didn't really have a good view of this. But you can see he would land it on this truck, and the truck was driving down the runway. And so they'd touch down and trying to match speeds, and then he would slowly go a little bit faster. And there's two wells in the front here. And so if he could get the wheels to like get in those wells, he can put his tail down and land it on the truck basically. And they do this at speed on the runway. They're in communication as to, you know, go faster, go slower, whatever. But it's the world's smallest runway, even though, you know, they're on a runway. They're not, he's not landing it like, you know. I was behind a lot of people here standing up, so it was hard to get pictures of this. Yeah, there's them coming in for another attempt here. Yeah, it's a few people. And no focus. That was, I believe, he's either about to get it in or got it in. I think he gets an assist from some of these as well. Once it clicks in, he can like be captured somehow, you know what I mean? Yeah, the world's smallest aircraft carrier. I mean, I guess. That's not wrong. And so then after they land it, they take off the same way. The guy drives the truck fast enough that the plane can get lift, and he just goes whoop and takes off. This guy was doing some more acrobatics. He would basically fly up in the air and then just like tumble down. You can see he's flying like, he's not flying this way, he's falling this way, but his plane's facing a different way, so he was just like tumbling out of the sky, and then he'd recover and just take off again. A nice little view of the sunset. There were no planes here. This was my, this same lens that I'm using here, the wide angle lens, I believe. Nice black and white. Some guys paragliding down. Is that the correct term? Parachuting down? I'm just trying to get some good focus in on these guys. It was a little tough. There's them landing. If that was framed better, it wouldn't be too bad. Actual stall recovery, yeah, basically. You can see him coming in. They just hit the ground and run forward so the parachute doesn't fall on them. It was getting dark at this point, like actually dark. You can see it's sunset, so I actually do still have a lot of pictures, but it just compounded my ability to take some photos. So this was the Medivac helicopter coming back after it went out on a run. These guys were cool, so let me find a good picture of them. Basically what they are like, I guess these are actual paragliders. So they've got motors with a big propeller, and it pushed them up in the air. They took off from the ground, and they would go up, and they did a whole routine. I know I got some good photos somewhere. They're in focus. I'll have to find them. Somewhere in here. Or not, maybe. I did a routine where they flew around together and, yeah, different colored smoke, and they do, like, pass bys where they, you know, get close to each other, and... Interesting. There you go. It's not too bad of a shot. See all their smoke. The guy taking a photo. I do have some video of these guys. I'm sure I'll get hit with copyright. There's one of the guys landing, basically. They basically just, again, they're back on the ground and they just start running. Their seats, I believe, are attached to the parachute in such a way where, like, when there's not pull on the parachute, the seat is just fabric and so they can just stay on like normal, I believe. Oh, I need to be in this window. A whole bunch of photos of these guys doing some different stuff. That's not too bad. I mean, you can't really see super close, but a good reason to go vertical instead of horizontal. They're all stacked, you know. There you go, a little bit closer. They're all had LED rings, obviously, like you can see around their propeller. All these units were actually on the ground for people to look at, and they had like kids sitting in them. I didn't take any pictures of it because there was literal kids sitting in them. I figured, let's not be the guy taking pictures of the kids, but you could go sit in one if you wanted to. They had like a harness that held the seat and the propeller behind you and all that, so you could sit in it. There's no parachute on top, but you could sit in it, and they had the poles, so you can, you know, pretend to be doing it. Yeah, you could just see from the amount of grain, it's getting too dark to even take photos. This isn't even zoomed in, like, you're starting to get some real grain. Yeah, all their smoke is on their foot. Yeah, you can see 1, 2, and 3 were going left, and 1 and 2 were going right, and so they all passed right by each other. I'm sure there's some depth difference that they're not actually touching, but, you know, that one's not so bad. Yeah, 3 of them passing right next to each other. Back in formation. Them all stacked up again, not too bad. We're getting towards the end of the night, don't worry. We'll see some trains soon. This was another airplane, obviously. They were flying in formation. Were these the guys that released smoke? There's one set of guys that were releasing some smoke, and they looked awesome. Yeah, I think these are. There'll be some in a minute that are in focus that actually look really nice. So, like I said, it was getting dark. They started releasing smoke, but you can see they either have a red light or there's some fire. I think it's a red light looking at it closer, but... So it actually looked really cool. That one's in focus, but yeah, pretty grainy, but... Interesting. 1, 2, 3 with lights on and 1 with them off. The lights on their wings were synced together, so you can see they all have the left one on. This guy has the right one on as well, so I'm guessing he might be a little bit ahead, because these guys all have the one in the front as well. They flew around and did some acrobatics. These are the guys, I believe, that did a heart. two of them did later. It was really cool to see in person. The pictures definitely don't do it justice, especially because I can't operate a camera well, but let's see. There's a lot of smoke too from them releasing all of it, so I was trying to pick and choose times when they weren't behind smoke. It's not terrible, but a skydiver show close by. They had a rear-loading cargo plane that would take off from the motor. Oh, that's kind of cool. They were supposed to have some cargo helicopters here, but I don't think they were able to make it because, you know, they're military and all that. They did the burst where they all split apart. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's on the passenger seat right in front of the group of skydivers. Oh, you rode in it. Holy shit. That's pretty cool. They flew very close to each other. That was that one I only got because I snapped to it and grabbed it. And you can see how blurry it came out because I was moving. And they're behind smoke. Some more loops here. They're doing barrel rolls, and you can not barrel rolls, whatever type of roll this is, I don't know, but you can hear the front engines on the front, you know, two were just like, and then the third one was like, and the fourth one was like, because it's trying, you know, it has the longest distance to go, so it's like the engine's revved up as high as it can go, basically. He's trying to keep up with them all. Nice roll there. Yeah, the guy in the back basically has to be going faster than the rest to keep up to where he is, which is kind of dangerous when you think the guys in the front have to go slower and the guys in the back have to go faster, but it's just the way it works with, you know, them doing a bigger diameter loop, I guess. That's not too bad. Yeah, focus is not here, but you can see what I mean by doing a bigger loop. I mean, this guy's going, you, and these guys are going, another, more loops. That's a good. I was trying to, that one I tried to keep still for. You can see him go over. I believe they were getting the jet truck out. Yeah, that's one of the. Oh, those are the planes landing. The jet truck comes out soon. They landed, and then this was cool. They put some of their smoke out on the ground and did a 360 on the ground, just spinning in place. And so they kicked up all this, but they had all their lights flashing and stuff. So it was like a little light show in the smoke. And then it smelled like smoke on the ground as well. This is the wide angle lens again. You can see how very wide. This is the jet truck again in the background. There you go. There's the jet truck going off. See how much it lights everything up. A bunch of fireworks. It's hard to see. Oh, they had little like ground explosives, I guess. Whatever you call them. Not explosives, but like they burnt some kind of fuel or something, and it went, and it was very hot. That's not what I was trying to get. In here somewhere, there's a guy flying a plane. It's kind of hard to see. I got one or two. Yeah, there he is, the sparklers. I gotta get a better picture of him though. Some more. They were playing. What were they playing? I think they were playing AC/DC's Back in Black, and they were timing some of the fireworks to the music. That was interesting. There you go. There's the plane. You can see the plane had lights on it and had sparklers on the wings. It's kind of hard to get with the fireworks there because you could see them pretty well with the naked eye, but with the camera, you couldn't really see all the time. There he is again. Again, the sparklers and some fireworks coming out. More fireworks. There's more of the plane streaking past. So he had sparklers and fireworks and lights on his plane, basically. More fireworks. Let me see where this ends before I go too far. Oh, okay. They had some lasers going too. Interesting. With all the smoke there, the lasers, you know, look nice. What's going on, Dr. Nick? Yeah, I've been outside the last 2 days, so I'm pretty tired as well. More fireworks. Some more. You can see this is like the finale. Lots of fireworks. You can see all the people at the bottom there. More of the flame clouds and trains. So today I did some train stuff. Let me pull up the map again here. Hang on a sec. Let me close out of these instead of shrinking them. Get out of here. There's one little tiny guy flying around. Let me find the place. So, I had it, and it's gone. Here it is. There's a little track here. So basically, there's a station right here where you load in. There's one big loop here, and then you end up on the center, and you do another loop, and you come back. There's another track here called the High Line that's up on trestles. And then I spent my day in this chair right here, looking down this big stretch of line for people who were using their cell phones or dragging their feet and stuff like that. So I took some pictures. Some of them are of my coworker and his daughter, so I don't want to really show that. Again, I don't have permission to really show that, so I'm going to be picking and choosing what I show. But my first day volunteering, right over here is skeet shooting. So they were shooting skeet all day. We heard it all day. I don't really mind. It was a nice sound. Back here are some horse stables that were closed down. However, I guess all in this area is horse trails. You can take your horse if you own one and ride around. I didn't see anybody doing that, but that's what was there. So, yeah, that's all I have talking about that wise. So, let's take a look at some trains. I tried to get some pictures. Like I said, I was spotting with their safety basically. So I was trying not to take photos while I was working. So I don't have a ton, but there's some of the trains. They all have names. This is the Santa Fe line. This is the Long Island line, Southern Pacific, Thomas. There was a steam engine I think I got some photos of, and a couple other ones that went around, but those are the main kind of 3 or 4. These 3 are gasoline powered, I believe. Thomas is electric. Like I said, there's some steam ones and all that, so this is one of the guys. Again, this was a gas-powered one going past. My seat was off to the right here, but I took a bunch of pictures of people while I was on break, basically. There's the electric one. It doesn't carry as many people because it's not as powerful, and they can get a longer run out of it if it doesn't have to haul so many people. Again, Southern Pacific line. This one had 3 people's worth and some decorative cars in the back here. And then this is the Long Island again, had 3 cars. So it was cool. I got some pictures of the track a little bit, but you've been on a Steam one? Nice. I actually did not get to ride any today. I was working, volunteering, and then my coworker who was riding one of them, the one he was doing had a hydraulic issue. He was gonna give me a ride, and then it had a hydraulic issue, like I said, and he elected to put it back in the shop to take somebody to take a look at it. So I never actually got to go on a ride, which is fine. It's all good. You can see him yelling at the other guy as he passed. A little bit more of this one. That's my coworker. Let's see. One more here. So these are 2 guys who work there. This guy owns Thomas, the electric one. This is one of the guys who volunteers. This is my coworker saying, "Tell him not to take photos," because he was joking around. And you're not really supposed to take photos while you're on the train because people lean and all that. So let me jump ahead past all that. There's some more of the opposite angle, looking the opposite way, away from where I was seated. Just down. That was the track from my seat. So previously I was on the other side of the tracks looking down. This is looking down. Just trying to see what I can see. That's my coworker again. This is, so if you look, it's kind of hard to see. There's a little wooden box right here. The guy this guy over here, doing the north safety, I was south safety. Took a break, so I became center safety. So I stepped forward. This is a little, like I said, like halfway down. I just want to make sure I'm looking at what's coming up here. Let me just browse what I took photos of. Like I said, I don't want to... Okay, no, we're good. I didn't take a ton, but that was the other kid. I was just trying to look down the line to see what's coming down and see. This was... I think that was this fixed 135 millimeter. If not, it was that other variable one that I use. This is a cool lens. Again, hard to focus while in motion. In fact, I can see the shit that was on the lens in the last photo. You'll never be able to see it, but I can kind of see it. You probably can't. There we go. That's a good photo of him. We all have walkie-talkies, so he's listening to the earpiece. That's them going around a corner. You can see on the bottom left, these are the decorative cars that this guy has. Or my coworker. Going around that corner again. Yeah, this lens was too far to take a photo up close while I passed, so it's that fixed. And then I think I swapped to that other variable one. Yeah, you can see this is a little bit different. Some photos of the tracks. He was doing a test run of this train. They took it out of... No, not this one. It was a different train. Never mind. That's later. He was doing a test run of the... Which one is this? This is the Santa Fe. He was doing a test run of the... none of these. There was another train that was out that he was riding earlier. And he rode past, and it was just like there was hydraulic fluid on the track everywhere. I was like, dude, you can't ride that. They had to take it out of commission. But more tracks. Oh, this is the one. This is what he passed, and there was just hydraulic fluid all over the track. This is the Southern. That's what it was. I'm trying to learn their names because they call out like, you know, Santa Fe. You have X problem, and I don't know their fucking names. So that was my view of the station loaded right here. This was the tower that had the pneumatic switch controls, and if you look right here, there are signals, so they controlled the signals and all that from the tower. Or I think those are automatic based on the blocks, but you know what I mean. This guy, again, a volunteer, he brought this one out for a lap and then put it away. I don't know if there was an issue with it or if he just wanted to ride it and make sure it ran or what, but he did a lap on that. I think these are the last couple pictures I have. Yeah. Let's see, this is horizontal, but here's one of the... Can I rotate? I don't see it rotate. Oh well. Some of these are shaky, like this. I was hand holding. I was holding it, but I wasn't looking through the viewfinder. So I was just holding it, pointing at the train, so it was very shaky. The next one is better. Did I spend any time in the shop? I looked into it. They do repair work on Tuesdays and Thursdays during the day when I have work, so unfortunately I think my time in the repair shop is going to be limited, but I'm going to try and see what I could do. There's me trying to wave and hold the camera at the same time. That's all it was. You did one lap on the outer line and then one on the inner line, and that was one complete loop. Here, I just put it down on my chair for this one. I was standing next to the chair, so... It's just the chair wasn't in a good spot, you could see, with the bush in the way, so... Maybe I'll bring a box or something smaller, I guess a tripod, if I do it again. That's all. Like I say, just trying to keep people from dragging their feet or taking pictures because they like lean and stuff like that, so... That's all I have. That was the trains and the planes. Interesting stuff. I don't know. I could spend my weekend playing video games, or imagine being so pro as to bring a tripod. Yeah. How fast can you push them? Well, they're gas engines. I would suspect you could probably go twice that speed. However, I don't think you would be able to take the corner that fast. On this right here is a little bit of an uphill. So they have to gas it up to get over here. So they definitely can go faster than they are going. They obviously have a safe operating speed that they have to maintain. So, you know, that it is what it is. The shop is in here, I can tell you that. This is where they store all the... these are actually two storage units, like pods almost. And they have, on the right-hand one, all the engines go in, so it'll fit 6. And on the left-hand one, or I guess left from overhead, they have all the cars that can carry people. And they actually have a lift in there, and so they stack them 3 high, 3 across or 4 across. So they can fit a whole bunch, and then the whole depth of it. So they have a lot they can fit. Some picnic tables. There's a whole queue to line up right here, and you know, like I said, you board here. There's the tower that they control the switches from, and then these are 2 more sidings that hold more of the carriages. So, yeah, interesting. Nothing too complex. I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I would have liked to have rode on one, but, you know, maybe next time. One of these in focus. No, none of these are in focus. There you go. I don't think the tracks are close enough to do that, unfortunately. I don't even think even if you turned it sideways, I don't think you can get between them. There's a fair distance between the 2 tracks. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, so in order to drive one, you're supposed to be a member for. So I'm a. What do you call it? The membership has different names. Let's see. I'm a associate member, not a full member, so I can't drive trains. But after a year, I can drive a train. But I don't know if that might just be on days that it's public days. Like, they might let me drive one on a non-public day. I honestly don't know. But he looks so defeated in the photo. No, I mean they're focusing on the track. You know, they're not trying to wave or whatever. You know. But all right. There were some videos, Bethesda. What announced today that I can watch? What came out? Was it not Starlink? What's the name of that thing? Yeah, well, we could do that one first. Goodbye, RuneScape. Okay, so RGG deleted the tweet. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe they reposted it. Oh, the link's not working either way. Hang on. Here it is. Is there a YouTube version? Oh, that's not loud. I don't know. Twitter's everything looks terrible. But Starfield, thank you, Black. So we got a new Yakuza trailer. It seems like they're confirming Hawaii, is this? Oh, you got a YouTube one? Perfect. Watch it not be that, and I'm Rickrolled or something. Okay, no, I'm good. Oh, look how much better that looks. That looks so much better. So it seems like it's Hawaii. Yeah, Yakuza Hawaiian Vacation. I was talking to Johnny a little bit. He thinks it's Hawaii. I didn't analyze it enough to think. Actually, we'll go back to it. I was wondering what that map was for. I got some water physics. They tried their best, didn't they? No TOS. We're good. I watched it already. You joined it was Brazil? Yeah.
Oh, surf's up, dude. Yeah, dude. Hang loose, bro.
I don't know. I'm trying to like scan the background this time because I didn't last time, but I mean English text on some of those things. So and people, I couldn't read that on the magazine. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Early 2024. So yeah, I mean
Play it on Xbox Series X and S.
we're getting Yakuzas, man. Tourist map, area number 1, 2, 3. HA could be Hawaii. Oh, you know what? I can step forward with the keyboard. Let's see. Yeah, there's not really a whole ton revealed on the map, I guess. Oh, no. Hawaii. It's definitely Hawaii. For sure. But yeah, so cool. I'm happy to see that we're cranking away at these. Server not found. Sega. Did they spell their own link wrong? No. Is it because it's not secure? No. Oh, it's because of WWs, dude. Yeah. It's the W's. Your link in the does not work. Got him. Got him. I'm assuming this is the same trailer. Yeah, I don't know if I'd really even call this a trailer. Yeah, they even call it teaser reveal in here. I don't know why they'd say trailer here, but oops. Well, I guess Dache and Nanba are back. Interesting. His face looks different from above. I don't know if that's... Did they rework his face for this game? That's not supposed to be Kiryu, is it? No, he's not beefy enough to be Kiryu. Also with the face. I did see that Hugbee's commented, yeah. Interesting. I like how it's just like, oh, here's a teaser. Sign up for updates. Here's 2 random photos. And that's it. There's no other info. Looks the same to you. Maybe I'm just not used to seeing it from above. And then it's like, oh yeah, play the first game. It's like, all right, buddy. So, all right, well, interesting again. I mean, I like Yakuza, so I'm happy to see that we're doing this. I'm glad to see that we're getting what do you call it? Nation, and then Gaiden, and then Infinite Wealth within a reasonable time frame. I think that the pacing is good. I hope that we continue the momentum, although I don't know if we can, just because, you know, how long's it been since 7 came out? When did Yakuza 7 release? Excuse me, 2020. I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, well, between 2020 and 2023 to go from 7 to Ishin. You haven't seen the Gaiden trailer? They released a Yakuza. Yakuza. They released something recently, didn't they? Oh, here's the gameplay reveal trailer. They did this last week, right? 3 days ago, yeah. Friday. It's really not a whole ton. It's kind of what we've already seen.
あなた好みの単純な力仕事です。ある人物を警護していただきます。頼みましたよ。コードネーム上流。
I always find it weird, like,
大丈夫か
do they not have the word codename in Japan? Or is it because it's like
トラブル発
the
生
name of everything is codename, you know? Like,
到着まで3分何があった？
お前らも今回り右すりゃ無事に帰れる
I also like the Superman hiding behind glasses.
これから起きることは全部お前らの選んだ結果だ
So they're gonna have 2 fighting styles. They said Yakuza and something else. And so they have like what seems to be more of a brawler type style, and then the agent style is the other one, where you have those tools like the Spider-Man ropes that he just had and all that. So
お前の名は俺に名はない
yeah, Yakuza and Spider-Man. No, it's Yakuza and Agent are the 2, I believe. So interesting. If you pre-order now, you unlock 3 of these guys in like a fight pit or something. It's like one of the side mini games. You can fight them. Kind of lame, but all right. It's just going to be a small game. I believe they also mentioned that they are doing a new karaoke song, one new karaoke song. I put a post somewhere. Here it is. The Secret Castle Arena, singing a new karaoke song, enjoying a drink at the live action cabaret club, or racing in the pocket circuit. So they're using a lot of assets they've previously used, but again, this is kind of a 7.5, you know what I mean? It's not a full-fledged game, so I can't be upset that they're reusing assets on top of how they normally reuse assets, but interesting. Some more photos are released. Again, Spider-Man, Agent style. Someone asking if it's a prequel with old Kiryu. It's okay. No worries, buddy. You'll figure it out. Some more fighting. It looks like this is back in Dragon Engine, yeah. Couple more in the big casino. I don't know. Interesting. Move on to Starfield here. How long is this? 45 minutes? Is the whole thing Starfield? I mean, I don't mind watching it. I'm just more curious. They have it broken up. Let's see. Welcome, your quest. Character creation, skills, ships, companions, spaceflight. Starfield's Chronomark watch. Oh boy. Xbox controller, exploration, outposts, combat. Yeah, thank you. So before we start, I'm assuming they're not really spoiling anything, right? Normally I like to go into games blind. Like I normally wouldn't watch a 45-minute video about things, but maybe I will for this.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today.
Todd
and
Howard.
Welcome to Bethesda Game Studios. You know, we've been so lucky over the decades to make the kind of games that we love here. And that's thanks
They
to
can
all of
never
you.
get rid of them.
From the Elder Scrolls to Fallout, we love creating these worlds and playing in them just as much as you do. And throughout all that time, we'd often talk about and dream up the space game. What if we could take that feeling of being who you want to be,
Not really
exploring a
spoilery?
new
Okay,
world,
good.
but set it in space, where you weren't really limited in where you could go or what you could do.
Did he get a tan? It looks like he might have.
Is Starfield. Obviously,
I
we've
mean,
come a long way since then. With the games
Microsoft
we've
bought
built, our technology, and all
Bethesda,
the
so
here
maybe
in
he
the
took a nice
studio.
vacation.
We've done so much together, but well, we've never tried to make a game like this. Today, you'll get to hear from many on the team and see so much of what we think makes our game special. So let's jump in and take a look.
Thanks, Todd.
Starfield
In-game
is our
footage.
first new
Whoa.
universe in over 25 years. But it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into a new world and you get that feeling of unlimited possibilities.
I mean,
But this time,
it's a Bethesda
not
game.
just
It's going to
one
be
world.
broken.
It's over 1,000 worlds. Because the choice of where to go, it's not ours. It's yours.
Cassiopeia. Freya.
And it
Interesting
wasn't
planet
until
names.
now that we had the technology to create it. From the rocks at your feet to the mountains in the distance,
That you can
to the
climb.
people and
Say the
creatures
line,
that
Todd.
live in these worlds. That isn't just a backdrop. That moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too. We realistically simulate the galaxy around you. Our
I mean,
next generation lighting model
that sounds
uses
like No Man's Sky.
real-time global illumination to light the world based on the type of star and the makeup of the planet's atmosphere. We also have an all-new animation system. And of course, you can play it in third person, and you can play it in first person.
And VR. And on your PlayStation. And on your Xbox.
We love exploration and rewarding it, but you do explore differently in this game given its scale. That usually involves exploring an area you've landed in. You can collect resources, do a mission, and maybe even stumble upon something unexpected.
So, My one issue is, and I could be alone on this, I feel like sometimes in Bethesda games, there's a lot of nothing in some of the spaces. Like, some spaces are well crafted and nice and dense, and then other spaces are a little sparse sometimes. Maybe that's just me because I'm expecting everywhere to be jam-packed, but
We do love stuff and all of the items allowing you to pick everything up.
I just worry
You can view
about
all that in your data menu.
making all
This
these
is the
planets
hub for
feel
everything you're doing, from your skills to
alive
your ship,
and
your missions,
big.
and your inventory.
you know?
We love to pack a ton of detail in every object, from all of your weapons to spacesuits to food. We just obsess over the details, and food. We obsess
Is that
over food.
ketchup?
When
bowl
you're
of
done
ketchup?
exploring, you can walk back or fast travel to your ship. We have companions and crew you can take with you.
Hey,
I
buddy.
left Vasco here back at my ship,
Welcome back, Captain Howard.
and he can even say your name.
And they're
Let's head
pulling a, what's his name? Well, Wadsworth or whatever his name was from Fallout 4.
Our mission
Hello,
was to convey
fuckface. How are
the
you?
wonder and majesty of space exploration, to evoke the romance of the golden age of early spaceflight. And we've been referring to this approach as NASA Punk. This is
NASA
the design
Punk.
language where the tech is advanced, yet still looks grounded and relatable.
For us, it's that contrast. That's where the visual interest is. Obviously, the NASA,
Trilobites
which is the
and whipped
rigid,
cream,
hard
yeah, man.
function over style, and then Punk, which is all about style.
You can see that visual style coming through in your ship. Your ship is your home for you and your crew. And like many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly retro and analog touch.
I
A
like
bit of
this
lo-fi
style.
rather than sci-fi, where everything is well used, worn, and lived in.
Alrighty. What's the plan, Captain?
This is your star map. It starts with the planet you're currently on.
So you're
You
not
can see
actually
all of its
flying
info and
between
resources. You can
areas?
choose a landing spot or fast travel to known locations. Backing out
curious.
further, you can view all the planets in the system. Obviously, the game is big, and it's here you can see
seven main
planets that
planets?
have key locations, missions, or life on them.
I see they're mapping
versus the many
gravity.
planets that are barren but resource heavy. Zoom out even
Is that a
further
planet
to
if it's
see
orbiting
all
a
the
different
systems
planet?
in this part of the galaxy.
Oh, okay. So they do
Here,
have
you can
multiple
plot a course
systems.
to ones that are light years away. This uses your ship's grav drive to fold space and jump to these systems. And you will need to upgrade your ship and skills if you want to jump to the most distant ones. But for now, we'll plot a course to the Alpha Centauri system, where we can find the city of New Atlantis.
So it doesn't seem like you're actively flying to other systems, which I guess makes sense if you're going to FTL type speed, type travel, right?
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo.
Oh, contraband. Are they gonna know if I stole
Landing at New Atlantis.
a bottle of soda from somebody? We see you have stolen sarsaparilla cola on board. Please surrender your ship.
As soon as you land in
Old
city of
Atlantis, yeah.
Atlantis, your eyes are guided upwards to just these boundless, vast buildings.
It's the biggest city we've ever made, not just in size, but also in the amount of custom art, crowds, and quests.
Are there people without their heads again?
So the main focus when we're designing a city
I saw
is
some pop
obviously
in.
what supports the story.
Todd.
Tell as many small stories as possible.
This is a colony war memorial.
It's a few moments of gameplay that make the space feel like it's full of real characters that are going about their day-to-day lives.
I wonder how much of that you can miss.
Think about it.
Will it replay?
It's also
You know what I mean?
where your adventure with Constellation begins.
Like, if I miss that guy going on his mini story to his friend, am I never going to hear it? Or do I have to play it again to hear it?
We have a lot to talk about.
I guess that adds some replayability.
Constellation is sort of seen as this mythical group. Most people don't even know they exist anymore. They're the last
spoilers,
true
dude.
explorers in the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's biggest questions.
All right, so this is in our
So different.
reality, I guess. If there's a
I'm
US.
certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
Oh my god. Look at how it's coming together.
That means there's a set built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
It's definitely an eclectic cast of characters. You've got Sarah Morgan, the ex-soldier and adventurer, now Constellation's leader. Mateo, the theologian who believes that there's definitely something else out there. Noel, the gifted scientist and Sarah Morgan's protege. And Walter, a very successful businessman in the settled systems and Constellation's financier.
Anything goes as long as you have the money.
There's also Vlad, the ex-pirate, Sam Coe, the former space cowboy, and
Space cowboy.
Barrett.
You know what I hate about these pirates? Completely resistant to my otherwise irresistible charm.
The journey you take with Constellation is just the first of many you'll embark on. The Settled Systems is home to all kinds of different stories, people, and adventures for you to uncover.
The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis, the first major human settlement in space.
I'm interested in this game, by the way.
The
I mean,
people who live here
obviously,
value law, discipline, and the
I'm hoping that
legacy of
Bethesda will give me a
humanity.
copy, but I don't
consider
think they
themselves
will
the true
on
children
launch.
of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your UC citizenship?
It took
New
them
Atlantis isn't the only city within the United Colonies.
a couple
The city
weeks,
of
a month to
Sidonia
give
on
me
Mars
hi-fi,
to this
so
day serves as the largest mining facility for the United
and this feels like a
Colonies.
launch title. 11 hours? Oh my
Colonies
god.
reach, you might find yourself in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems. This is Freestar Collective Space.
An actual
The
Wild
capital
West
of the Freestar
town.
Collective is Aquila City.
The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila City fixture.
A ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
Neon started out as a fishing platform, but is now known throughout the settled systems as a pleasure city.
Are they actually releasing it to early
Almost
access? I
anything
guess we'll
goes.
find out later,
If
but
you've got morality issues, this definitely isn't the job for you.
Ryujin is hiring the best
what were those hats?
today for our future tomorrow.
Or were those aliens?
Everyone has been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Try not to get yourself killed, all right?
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore, but these areas are also home to the most hostile factions in the galaxy.
That's interesting. I mean, good for them, I guess.
Heathens shall be made dust in time.
A new face. Is this the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile?
They think
The galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson Fleet. It always has.
In
You have
Starfield,
tape
we're
on his
pushing
helmet?
our cities and settlements further than we ever have before. It's all there, waiting for you.
Why'd it have to be
a
snakes?
slice of
Yeah.
humanity's future.
That's coming out soon too.
So, ready to get out there?
Throughout the galaxy, there are so many things to see and stories to experience. But the most important story is the one that you tell. I'm the type of person who
No, the
spends
tunnel
hours
snakes.
in character creation, and I think people are going to be really excited when they see all
That's
of the
an old
improvements
one.
we've made.
One of the biggest overhauls was done through our character generation system. We scanned a wide range of faces from different age groups
They
and
do have very similar
ethnicities.
names,
And by
yeah.
mixing and matching all that data, we were able to create highly detailed and diverse characters.
We use that exact system to create all of the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the game. So any character you see almost always is a character you could make yourself.
Makes sense.
Hey, come on.
They just have to expose
Okay, take it
those
easy.
options to the user.
You were out cold. No physical damage.
Is this the intro? Don't show me the intro.
Jury's still out. You know who you are? New
I
recruit.
did
for
hear the
Argos
Tunnel Snake
Extractors?
song, yeah.
Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
Yeah.
You start your character creation journey as though you're cycling through employee records. You'll pick from a lineup of 40 presets, and that'll be your starting point. Your journey from there can be as detailed
So you're
or as
finally
quick as you
awake,
want it to
yeah.
be. This new system
Walk
has
style?
more to offer
Oh,
than ever
God.
before.
It's also the simplest character generation system we've ever had. We let the player get as close as possible to make whatever they want. With the various facial morphs you can blend together, the dermesthetic and makeup, blemishes, scars, piercings, teeth settings. It's a lot, but I think it's the most fun to use.
Character creation is more than just how you look. This is also where you start to decide who you want to be. That's where backgrounds come in.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Backgrounds give you a bit of backstory and start you out with 3
I want to
basic
be
skills.
Frozen
From chef to
from
Dusty.
Natural
You know, the
Earth.
crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant
That was
could
cool. There were
cross
patches.
to wind up here.
What's great about backgrounds is you never know when yours is going to come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Fine. I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the option to customize your build even further.
I like that
by
accent.
letting you pick up to 3
It's a
traits.
cool accent.
Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and disadvantages. You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
By Vectera! Is it really, really you?
He'll
Can I
join
get a
the crew,
selfie?
And he'll give you gifts if you're willing to put up with his constant commentary.
I can't believe I get to stand near you, breathing the same
Oh
air.
my god.
I've got to have every molecule.
My favorite trait is kid stuff. You have to pay some credits to support your parents, but they're very sweet and it's really fun to go visit them.
Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
Oh my god!
I came across some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
There's another great one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you. No matter what you choose, there will be plenty of ways for you to tell your story.
That's kind of cool.
And if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do that too.
What a view! It's a feast for the eyes. Off we go to another adventure.
We'll let you discover that on your own.
All right, you ready to have a 2-hour stream where I try to make the character look just like me, and that's it?
We took what we loved about
So we
skills
can
and
never
from
see
the
them through the
previous
helmet?
games and put them together to create an all-new skill system. Each time you level up, you get a skill point, which can be used to unlock or rank up skills.
I like how they're playing everything on Xbox instead of, or with an
Ranks are
Xbox
unlocked by
controller, excuse
completing
me,
challenges
instead of mouse and
associated with
keyboard.
that skill.
Because, you know, Microsoft.
Challenges become
I do like the
increasingly
patches
difficult
though. Oh,
as
they
you
look
work
so
your way to
sick.
higher ranks. With our 5 different
so
skill
cool.
trees and 4 ranks per skill, there's a lot to choose from.
I just want to look at all the different things.
Because it lets you mind control aliens.
Oh, look that looks so cool though. Shoot.
Boost pack out of the gate. I'm boost packing everywhere.
I love the patches. That's so cool.
So I can get neuro strikes and just punch my way through combat.
I like that they're progressive too. Excuse me.
That one's a lot of fun.
So you can like that one with the gorilla.
Suit your playstyle.
That was really cool. I would eventually like broke out of the
Much a
patch.
stealth player. So, I'm out there pickpocketing everyone. My favorite part about being stealthy is slowly creeping through vents like you're in a movie, and then jumping out and springing on people.
Dropping down on someone while on the toilet.
Whenever
Yeah.
possible, I like to talk my way through
Oh,
situations.
wrong game.
This area's off limits. Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
I'm more of a run and gun player. I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I throw landmines at them. I like blowing stuff up.
Oh, there's some kind of rocket propelled explosive or something.
Exploration is a key aspect of all our games. In Starfield, there are full star systems with new life, resources, and adventures. Our team worked hard to strike a balance between fun and realism. We studied data from NASA and a multitude of other sources to help us make the world feel believable. From the way we
Yes.
approached planetary
NASA's data on
to the way we placed biomes based on the
alien
planet's
planets.
distance from the sun. Once we had created a grounded world, we could start looking at all the things that make that world fun. When you leave a
You think they
planet
hired
into
like space advisors for this game?
you'll be navigating asteroid fields, having chance meetings with interesting strangers,
They had to have, no?
dogfighting in space, and exploring derelict ships. It's all out there. Ultimately, it's about rewarding your curiosity, because whether it's on the surface of a planet, the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space, you never know what you'll find.
You build your own ships, it looks like. Potentially.
Space exploration is possible thanks to your ship. Your ship is almost like having another character.
Science
or
advisors,
home
yeah, I
you
mean,
can make all your own.
someone's
I
gonna
think you'll be
parse that
blown
NASA
away
data.
by the amount of stuff you can do. You can buy a ship.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Customize and upgrade that
You can
ship.
steal a ship.
And hire a crew to keep it up and running. And it all
No,
starts
but
in spaceports.
they'd hire somebody to parse
Every
that data
spaceport
from
has a ship
NASA.
technician
You know what I
where you
mean?
can purchase, sell, and modify ships.
Anything I can help you with?
Maybe you start off with a speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty hunting. Then you might round out your ship roster with a hulking space freighter to run cargo missions, or even do a little smuggling. For now, though, we're going to take our starting ship, the Frontier, and make some changes. You can customize and upgrade everything you see here.
Woof.
And you have 2 ways to do that. You can quickly upgrade individual
I can't wait to
systems
be
like your weapons
overwhelmed
or
by
shields.
the
Or
shipbuilder.
you can deep dive and enter the shipbuilder mode. Here you can change anything, from the systems to the look and layout. Adding a new habitat module can give you more room for crew. Adding cowling can change your ship's overall silhouette. An improved grav drive allows for longer distance space jumps. You can even fully customize your paint
Yeah,
job
where?
to get the exact look you want.
What's going on, Hex? How you doing?
The parts you choose to build with don't just affect your ship's stats. They'll also affect what you can do inside your ship.
I'm like
You can have
positive
modules for crafting,
I'm going to not like building ships, but
or for
give it a
storing and
shot.
displaying your weapons. Starfield's in-game ship manufacturers bring their own look and feel to every piece of your ship. From living quarters to cargo holds, mess halls, and control rooms. Our modified Frontier is a practical ship, but with a little creativity, your ship can look like almost anything you want.
It's a bit odd, but one of my favorite ways of customizing ships is I make them look like animals. The HMS Platypus,
I mean,
as I called it.
I've
Where it had a, like,
probably
a
actually
giant
isn't a
tail
bad
to it.
idea.
And we've
What is
done
that?
Spiders. We've done mechs. So it's really whatever your imagination is.
And
I
while you can
mean,
build your home among the stars the way
yeah.
you want to, you're probably not the only person who will call your ship home.
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Engines ready.
The Frontier is fueled and ready, Captain.
Do I need a crew? Can I just go solo?
Some of the members of Constellation can join you on your journey. These companions can serve on your crew, and they'll always be there when you travel.
We'll be traveling together until we either find
No,
an
she makes video games. There's no way.
lead runs dry.
Each companion comes with their own valuable skills for your ships and outposts.
They get patches
as well
too?
as unique quest lines. Eventually,
yeah.
some friendships might blossom into
Patches for
romance.
everyone,
I don't know
dude.
that I've ever really loved.
Yeah, it looks like Ichiban naked on the
And if you're
beach.
looking for a little extra help on your ship, you can always hire additional crew at spaceports.
Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
You'll also meet potential crew members out in the world.
This is Starfield.
might be a spot for
This
me
is
on your
today's
ship. I gotta get off this rock.
Today's Starfield
Assign
reveal.
crew to your ship or outposts, and their
The
unique
new
skills will affect how they
Bethesda's
run.
newest game coming out soon.
And just like companions, most crew members can lend a hand in the field. Take Bosco, for instance.
He's designed around the core basics of a NASA machine.
Please avoid getting shot. You
Oh
might
yeah,
die.
the NASA Gatling
Still want to
gun.
give it almost a humanoid personality, so I elongated the limbs. This tends to make him feel more human-like and give him a little personality.
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Using the shipbuilding tools and crew selection features in Starfield, you'll be able to build and
I don't know if
captain
this
the
was
ship
part
your
of
dreams.
the Xbox One. I know, yeah, there was a Yakuza trailer.
sky.
There's this. There's the Xbox stuff. I'm surprised this wasn't with the Xbox stuff. If I don't know if it was or not, but
We're putting you in the cockpit of your very own spaceship and telling you that you can do pretty much anything. And that is really cool for us as developers. Spaceflight
can we skip
exciting and dangerous,
the watch and the
you
headset?
should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way. We've extended that sense of
This is the
control
last
to
third,
ship
got it.
combat. It's not about just hitting your triggers to fire your weapons. It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system. Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster. Powering up the ground drives will shorten the amount of time it takes before you can make a jump. And moving your power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight.
Do it in 2x. Eh.
You should always be on your toes because you're not alone out there. Unlocking the targeting control system skill will allow you to zero in on specific subsystems of the ship you target. After destroying an enemy ship,
You can loot the remains from your cockpit. You can always turn any ship that engages you into scrap. But you can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and
Have fun with
boarding
your
their
pizza.
ship.
And then steal it.
Once you've taken control of an enemy ship, it's yours. Add it to your fleet and retrieve it at any spaceport.
Can I combine the two
But
ships?
space is way more than fighting for your life.
Just glue them together? What if you just keep gluing
Just
more
like
and
on
more
the
ships
planet
together?
side, there are plenty of sights to see and stops to make on the way to your next adventure. Like these massive star yards. Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my star yard. Let's see about getting you a proper ship, one worthy of you.
Maybe you'll dock with a gigantic battleship, like the UC Vigilance. Or rub elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship fit for the stars. There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well.
What do you mean by personal
Hail any
encounter?
ship you
Oh,
come
all
across
right.
to trade, swap info, or maybe even commit an act of piracy.
Let's do this.
When I'm playing, I generally go crazy. I definitely go like the more piracy routes. I want to take over ships. I'm going to board ships.
Piracy,
this is now
the
mine.
piracy
I
platypus.
steal all these sandwiches and put them, in my cargo hold that I have specifically for sandwiches. I don't want to play the
What?
hero, but I want to go out and just start taking things from people.
She's
as
definitely
quickly
played
as
a video
possible.
game before if she's hoarding sandwiches like
Some
that.
strangers might be looking for a little human connection in the darkness of space.
Hello, stranger. I just finished cooking up some food. If you want to come on over, just pop on by.
Some
Grandma.
of the best moments are the ones you discover on your own.
That's hilarious.
The thing I love most about Starfield is that it is a Bethesda game through and through.
Something was
Really
announced about Payday
strange
3.
new
I haven't looked
places,
into it yet.
meeting interesting
I think we'll do
people,
that
and
after
getting
this.
sidetracked on zany adventures. Then realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a completely new story.
You're human. We thought we were the only
No,
ones
I
to
didn't
leave
forget.
Earth.
That DNA is
I just
so
don't know what
present.
came out today.
It's in
Was
our
it
random
an actual
encounters, It's in
trailer?
our handcrafted quests. And it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there, just waiting for you to visit. We want you to feel like explorers, breaking ground on new planets, exploring every inch of a mostly untouched galaxy.
What I did forget was that there's a whole other like half of this game.
Awe and wonder.
God.
And sometimes
Is this game gonna be too big?
we're giving you a massive playground and a ton of toys, and just setting you free.
Hey everybody, we've shown you so much stuff, but we thought we'd just take a little break and show you something a little bit different. We put so much detail into our game
This is the
worlds,
watch.
and we love the opportunity to bring that into
Yeah,
the
wait,
real world.
these
with
guys are in the
collector's editions.
game?
And for this game,
Excuse
we've
me.
done a watch.
I'm dying.
It is the Constellation Explorer's Watch.
Is that metal or plastic? I guess he'll tell us.
This is the watch that you actually get in the game that acts as part of your HUD, where it's the compass and then environmental information. It connects to your phone to give you notifications.
Yeah,
and other
you guys gonna kill it
information.
like
We've
the
also designed this really
Pit-Boy
cool
app?
case that it comes with, Istvan.
Yeah, we really took as much care in designing this case as we did to watch. Our attention to detail in the game totally translates to this.
That handle is
Inspired
gonna
by
break
the cases
immediately.
that the astronauts used during the Apollo era to bring back samples from the moon. It's got an intricate locking mechanism, authentic, heavy, comes with a Constellation patch, NATO strap, and the overall functionality and believability of this as something that would exist in the world, in the Starfield universe.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there.
Here's your Pit-Boy.
It even tells the time.
We actually have something else. Now that we're part of Xbox, we get to work with the amazing people on the Xbox hardware team, and together we have created this custom limited edition Starfield controller. It's awesome. It is now, you know,
It
our
actually looks
favorite
kinda cool.
controller.
We love this because it's inspired by the actual controls.
I don't need an Xbox controller, but
Not only that, we've created the first ever custom headset
yeah,
with Xbox.
I'll sleep on
and
that
this
one.
is
Thanks,
a
buddy.
perfect pairing with that controller.
100% mold free. Yeah, you can't guarantee that. No, those are the Starfield logo colors. I like the 3D model of the headset. Xbox bought Bethesda, what, 2 years ago? Last year? So this is their first real game now that Microsoft owns them. Excuse me, not Xbox. Microsoft. So I'm not surprised they have a bunch of
In every one of
Microsoft
our games,
tie-ins.
we always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life into our worlds.
Fallout? No, I mean,
Starfield isn't just a Bethesda
Fallout
Game Studios
76.
world. It's a
I mean,
Bethesda
76 came
Game
out
Studios
before Microsoft bought them,
So
no?
why go this big with Starfield?
Or at the
Because
same
we wanna
time
give
or something?
you freedom on a galactic level. The freedom to experience both the exciting planets and the quiet ones. Scanning a planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for crafting, building, and customizing.
I think what's cool
I
about
think
this whole
they're one of
system,
those
we
brands that
generate the planet itself as
usually shows their
procedural
stuff
content,
with
but the
Microsoft, which is
handcrafted
why
content itself comes as the player explore.
they were always shown with it, but
Our system builds a planet as
they
the
only got
player
actually
approaches
bought
it,
by
and we
Microsoft
stitch
recently.
together a block of terrain. After that, we have the system that adds interesting locations.
Same
where
way
players
as
explore,
RGG used to be a
creatures to
PlayStation
encounter,
affiliate, or Sega, and now
or
they're kind
plants
of
to pick
both, you
up.
know?
It allows us to add that touch of environmental storytelling that Bethesda is known for.
Aggressive creatures have been disrupting our experiments.
You ever want to play like Fallout? I mean,
If you could take care of them for us,
it's a
we would
Bethesda
be in your
game,
debt.
like...
So even if your friends were
I
to
don't know.
visit the same planet that you had, you would have a different story to tell.
I think I'm just worried about there being too much to see and not seeing it all in a playthrough. And not that I won't want to play it again, but like... Excuse me, at what point do I stop playing, you know what I mean? But too much content's better than not enough, so I'm glad on that front. Multiple health bars, what is this, some kind of Yakuza game? Excuse me, sorry, my throat's been outside all day for the last 2 days, my throat's
It's
like
completely up
itchy.
to you how you want to interact with each planet.
Oh! I threw my my cough drops at my keyboard, sorry. I hit the F5 key, I think. I already pre-ordered the Naked in Hawaii DLC. No, I am gonna play
It's completely up to you
Yakuza 8,
how you
honestly.
want to interact with each planet. Whether you want to explore and see what you can find, harvest resources and be on your way, or simply take in the views. With the help of your scanner, you'll chart the
I mean,
uncharted and
I expect
discover
it to have
exotic wildlife.
a lot of glitches. That's kind of a Bethesda thing, but
If you have the skills, you can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals.
I like the funny bugs, not the like
experience and
close the game and delete your
rewards for
save
fully
bugs, you know what I
surveying
mean?
Planets and fully surveying a whole system.
When we were concepting these creatures, we really wanted to think of them as natural to the environment. We didn't want alien monsters, we wanted native wildlife. Something you've never seen before.
A praying mantis.
When it comes
Guys,
to our exteriors,
of all
when
the things
sun
to show
moves,
after that.
all that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
Get ready for your 3080 to catch on fire. Holy shit. I honestly don't know what engine it's on. I'm not that hip on what's what engine to be able to determine that.
After some
You
exploring,
still have a
you can
1060.
find
I'm
a
sure you'll be
spot
able to
set
run
up
it.
a base camp.
I just don't know how
Outposts
how
can
nice
be
it'll
built
look,
almost
you know?
anywhere on any planet. And the habitat modules come in all shapes and sizes, filling all different purposes. You can even live in them. Assign crew and companions to work at your outposts for added bonuses, and set up extractors to harvest resources while you're away.
Something cool we have this time is we have a new fly cam where you can toggle between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps
Good.
plan out larger parts of the outpost and
Thank
placing
you.
those larger halves. So that way you can really plan your structures and what the overall feel of your outpost is. And then when you're on your feet, you can really decorate and fine-tune things much easier.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. They could have taken different parts of different engines and squished them together for all I know.
Add crafting and research stations in your outpost to utilize any resources you find or already have.
Mod your weapons to adapt them to your playstyle. Different weapon sights and scopes, larger magazines, a selection of grips and barrels, different ammunition like explosive rounds. All you stealth players out there will surely need a suppressor. You can also choose to go hands-on with melee weapons.
Ah, yes, the pocket knife
always
block.
a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
With Starfield, we've completely overhauled our combat. It's more dynamic, the animations are more fluid. It just feels great.
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this game than I want to say any other game we've done before. There's a lot of variety.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention to when engaging in combat. You may need to switch things up based on your environment. Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around.
That's cool. I like that.
And for giving you an edge in combat. Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying.
I mean, is that not the point of a jetpack?
Zero gravity environments pose a different challenge. Firing a ballistic weapon in zero G will actually push you backwards.
Nice.
Energy weapons, on the other hand, offer a more stable shooting experience.
We also have mag weapons. These are high-powered electromagnetic induction ballistic arrays. Each barrel has its own targeting laser and can dish out some serious damage. Whether you want to get up close and personal with your own two fists, or you like more compact weapons like pistols and submachine guns, or maybe you prefer something bigger.
Get a nuke, mini nuke launcher.
Starfield's got you covered.
Bring out the fat man, come on. I want the fat man, but like the real fat man, not the cobbled together Fallout fat man, you know what I mean? He walked right into it. Stop. You violated intergalactic law. Please return that Nuka-Cola immediately. That was very Bethesda.
Thanks again for being with us today. We are just so grateful that you've taken the time and spent it here. I know there was probably a lot to take in. There's a lot to the game, even more than we
Will
could
someone
show here.
find me the
You know, as we play it,
Payday
we're
3
always
stuff?
sharing
Is there
these
actual
unique and
video, or is it
special
just
moments
what?
that only a game like this can bring. When I think about what makes it special, it really is the people here. This game is a reflection of the incredible and passionate team that made it. All of them putting something special of themselves into it. So let's hear some of their favorite moments.
I love the way that our final combination of all the new tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises we've ever had in any of our games.
I love the creatures, the exploration, every biome is different. The word that comes to mind is vast.
I like to use our photo mode to take rockstar
Take
photos.
pictures of my
I just
animal
love that
ships.
constant feel of discovery and wow, I can't believe that there's more here.
I'm most
Thank
excited
you, Aaron.
about our outpost building systems.
My favorite part is every time you step out on a planet, it's a unique experience.
You spend all this time building your ship, and you see it on the landing pad. These things are gigantic. It's the kind of thing that you just can't get anywhere else.
There's something about seeing a tower over in the distance and going, I know the gravity's low here. I think I
You can
make
climb that
jump."
tower.
My favorite part is biomes, spaceships,
audio design,
planets,
The day-night cycle,
Those details matter to me.
diplomacy,
exploration,
freedom,
the ending.
Vasco, obviously.
I love the robot so much.
The incredible amount of worlds we created.
Sniper rifles, come on. Lever action, rocket launcher.
Brain sprout.
Lever action rocket launcher.
I love, but some people might find creepy. I don't know. I know what's right, Ben. The thing that I enjoy most about the game is the freedom to be who you want to be, do what you want to do.
Thanks, Wazak.
It's what you've come to expect from a Bethesda title, but on a much bigger scale.
On behalf of all of us, we can't wait for you to play Starfield and make your own special moments.
Please engines go. Good luck, Constellation. You are go for launch.
All right. Couple months. Excuse me. It looks cool. I mean, I'm into it. I'm definitely gonna be checking it out. Like I said earlier, I worry about it being big. You know what I mean? Like, no, they're not. I don't think they are, Dong. It looks like it though. I just worry about it being big enough where I can't like. It sounds like a dumb thing to say, but I can't discover everything in one playthrough. Which I know is normally a great thing for multiple playthroughs, but I feel like I hardly ever replay games anymore. You know what I mean? So I worry that it's gonna be one of those things where it's like, I finish the game and it's like, all right, I found a third of the stuff, I gotta go play it 2 more times, which cool. I like the idea of games being big enough to do that, but at the same time, knowing how long it takes me to play games, I mean, look at how many hours my Yakuza game playlist is. Like, am I gonna want to do that? Like, do I have the personal time that I want to invest to do it again? That sounds like saying it out loud sounds so dumb. Like, of course, why would you not want more content? But completion's not intended. Yeah, I get you. I understand, but at the same time, it's just like, ooh, how am I ever gonna do all of it? All right, let's see. Payday 3. I've seen a few things about how they're doing stuff. We'll see.
All right, guys, it's a simple job. Just in and out. Nothing to it.
I'm guessing it's gonna be a lot more modern. To steal the NFT. Oh my god. Please don't tell me that was the Payday gang. Why do they have purple suits?
Everybody hit the floor!
They moved to Unreal or Unity? Goodbye. Is that a shotgun? September, all right. Xbox sound. Yeah, I mean, this is just a teaser, I guess, a gameplay reveal. I moved to Unreal, gotcha. I don't know, not enough for me to judge. Obviously I'm interested in it. I like Payday a lot. Payday is definitely one of those things to me where it's a fight between how fun the game is and how not fun the meta is. You know what I mean? Like, they've had a lot of things about the way they handle the DLC and some alleged inside trader stuff and the brief life and death of Starfield VR, Starbreeze VR, excuse me. And, you know, oh, we're going to combine all the DLC into one thing, so you only have to buy it once, and if you own it all, you own all the DLCs forever. But wait, except for these 2 DLCs, because we made a deal with somebody. But wait, we're rolling that back a few months later, you got to buy DLCs again. Like, that whole thing kind of didn't do great. Oh, we're introducing safes, you got to pay for keys, and then, you know, oh, no, we're rolling that back. Sorry you bought keys already. Like, I don't know. The whole meta thing about it is not great. I saw that, who was it? Cole posted that they're potentially doing a season pass. Do they have a website on here? No, they don't even have a website. They were doing, how many times are we gonna load the page? Yeah, they already have stretch goals. Oh, that's for joining up for the Starbreeze Nebula. They made a new community type thing, by the way. I think what is on this page? Yeah, so they have standard, silver, gold, day one collectors, which are different physical versus media, and then they have early access if you pre-order, season passes. I guess the 6-month has 2 heists, Tailor packs and weapon packs, and the season pass for a year has 4 heists, Tailor packs and weapon packs. I kind of don't like this. Obviously, to them, it makes sense that you can why sell someone a DLC once when they can pay for it every month, like, you know, and you don't have the season pass, you can't play the DLC heists. Like, I don't know. And then we have things, let's see. I don't know what the open diamonds are, but it looks like certain masks are already locked behind the collector's edition physical. Like, this is a very Starbreeze feeling release. Again, I'm hoping it's gonna be a fun game. I'll probably have to get some sort of season pass or something to play the DLCs. Maybe that's something I wait until but then like, so you have a 6-month season pass and a 1-year season pass. To play those DLCs, do I need to get 6 months or a year? Can I not buy a month or a week or something? If I wait until there's 4 heists out and I get the 6-month pass, am I limited to 2 of them? Like, I guess we'll have to find out. But like, man, I was just hoping that it would be a little bit less of a cluster, you know? Also, we have the glowing diamond, and then what's this? The unglowing diamond? What's the light green instead of the lighter green? What's the light tan, which is here, and then the glowing tan? Like, they're missing. What are these greens? What are these unfilled ones? Like, how do I know which ones? I'm guessing the base game, since it comes with all of them, means you get this. And then they just, the dark, oh, this is for this row. I see. That makes more sense. But like, you get the standard edition, you don't get anything. So that means you're going to get, I'll probably want to get either the gold or silver edition. I wonder how much that's going to cost. Like $90. So the base is $40. Excuse me. A 6-month season pass is $30, and a 1-year season pass is $50. Shoot, man. I don't know. Is that really what's going on here? Like, I don't want to be down on this. Who's reviewed this product? 80 people have played it? How is it recommended on your wish list? What? How? Get out of here with this bullshit, dude. Get out of here. VR guru. Get out of here, dude. So, I don't know. Excuse me. I'm really getting my coughs in today. Yeah, but curators are not. They haven't played it yet. Who's played it yet? You're telling me that 90 people, 80 people are reviewing it? Like, how can you review it without playing it? So is that the real thieves or Starbreeze all along? I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to be down on it. I don't want to be down on it. It hasn't come out yet. I haven't tried it, but the fact that you're locking a $50 season pass for the year? I don't know. Can we not make the heist DLC? Yeah, that's not happening, dude. The freaking, what do you call it? One of the investors was one of the groups that invests in Epic Games, so I'm sure they're going to use the Epic Games servers, and God, am I going to have to make an Epic account? Like, come on, I really hope not. I don't know. This is DLC for Payday 2, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to be down on it, but that trailer did not make me say, "Oh yeah, Payday 3." It made me be like, "Oh, all right, they're doing some stuff. Like, I guess stuff's coming out, but I don't know." I kind of agree. I mean, with some of those comments about it looking visually pretty similar. I mean, the video had some. Excuse me. The video had some. It looked different enough, but at the same time, A Starbreeze Nebula account. Yeah, I saw that too. I mean, they already have that built into Payday 2, so I'm not surprised that they're trying to do that, but
Everybody hit the floor.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see. Yeah, it comes out, what did we say, 2 weeks after Starfield Wear? Yeah. So it's going to be coming out at a highly contested time of the year, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's something I wait on. I don't want to. I do want to try it, but at the same time, like, Fable. I don't know what do you mean by Fable? Do I think Payday 3 will be as big as Payday 2? Eventually, I'm guessing they are. I can only imagine that they are planning to release a whole bunch of DLCs and everything. I just kind of don't get. All right, here's the way I see that it could be not so bad. All right, what if the 1 year season pass gets you the DLCs forever? So you get those 4 DLCs in the first year, the 4 new heists for $50. Whereas individually they cost $15, $20, and you can buy them a la carte. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what they're doing. That wouldn't be so bad. Where you pre-purchase 4 DLCs with the season pass at a cheaper price. Does that make sense? Does that sound better? That does sound kind of better to me than you lose access to DLCs if you don't buy the season pass again, but they kind of don't explain it. I don't know if I'd do a season. I don't know if I'd call it season pass if you're pre-purchasing. You know what I mean? Like, why would it not be a pre-purchase of the DLC? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know. What else? Is there anything else that released today? Did Fable actually get launched today, or not launched? Previewed. I'm dropping some frames. I don't know why. All right, looks like we're back. I know Microsoft had their whole thing. I honestly don't know. They used to call DLC pre-purchase a season pass before battle passes. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That is true. I that kind of, I guess, isn't what it means to me anymore, but you know, I guess I have to wait and see, but yeah, this kind of is dumb. I don't actually see that it says it supports VR. I kind of expected that too, but similar to games you've played, Payday 2. Oh, Huh. Interesting. And PUBG, of course. Yeah. Very interesting. All right. I think that's all I have then. Not that I'm uninterested in Fable, but I think I played Fable 3 once a long time ago, and that's it. That was before I was even streaming. That was, I think, back when I was in high school. I think it was 3, maybe it was 2. I don't even remember. It was all right. Nothing that I would go crazy over, but all right. I think if that's it, then I'm gonna be done. I will probably see you all Wednesday, is my guess. If Zot's free, we'll do some Divinity, and if he's not, I'll figure out something else to play. That might be on my channel, might be on Zot's channel. I don't remember who's up. Yeah, I keep just dropping like a couple random frames, and then I'm back. So, that sounds like a good cue to be done. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching. Hopefully this was a entertaining change from my normal streams. I mean, you know, no real actual playing games today. This is all just talking about games and trains and planes. I gotta do better at camera, but you know, that's the way it goes. Yeah. All right, you guys have a good night. I'll catch you later. These interaction reminder things get weird, so I know you guys are smart people. You do what you want. I'll catch you later.